Welcome back to my library. Today we're going to be reading some more poems from Where the Sidewalk Ends. Poems and Drawings by Shel Silverstein. Upstairs. There's a family of wrens who live upstairs. Upstairs, upstairs, upstairs. Inside my hat, all cozy in, my hair, my hair, my hair. I've moved a dozen times and still, they're there, they're there, they're there. I'd like to get away from them, but where, but where, but where? This hat just isn't big enough to share, to share, to share. But now I see you're bored, and you don't care, don't care, don't care about the wrens who live inside my hair, my hair, my hair. The garden. Old man Simon planted a diamond, grew hisself a garden the likes of none. Sprouts all growin', comin' up glowin', fruit of jewels all shinin' in the sun. Colors of the rainbow, see the sun and rain grow, sapphires and rubies on ivory vines, grapes of jade just ripenin' in the shade, just ready for the squeezin' into green jade wine. Pure gold corn there, blowin' in the warm air, old crow nibblin' on the amethyst seeds. In between the diamonds, old man Simon crawls about, pullin' out platinum weeds. Pink pearl berries, all you can carry, put 'em in a bushel and haul 'em into town. Up in the tree, there's opal nuts and gold pears. Hurry quick, grab a stick, and shake some down. Take a silver tater, emerald tomato, fresh plump coral melons hanging in reach. Old man Simon, digging in his diamonds, stops and rests and dreams about one real peach. Jumping rope. This started out as a jumping rope. You probably think that I'm a dope, but this started out as a jumping rope. And now I fear there is no hope. But this started out as a jumping rope. Who? Who can kick a football from here to Afghanistan? I can. Who fought tigers in the street while all the policemen ran and hid? I did. Who will fly and have X-ray eyes and be known as the man no bullet can kill? I will. Who can sit and tell lies all night? I might. Ridiculous Rose. Her mama said, "Don't eat with your fingers." "Okay," said Ridiculous Rose. So she ate with her toes. Where the Sidewalk Ends. There is a place where the sidewalk ends, and before the street begins. And there the grass grows soft and white, and there the sun burns crimson bright, and there the moonbird rests from his flight to cool in the peppermint wind. Let us leave this place where the smoke blows black, and the dark street winds and bends. Past the pits where the asphalt flowers grow, we shall walk with a walk that is measured and slow, and watch where the chalk white arrows go, to the place where the sidewalk ends. Yes, we'll walk with a walk that is measured and slow, and we'll go where the chalk white arrows go, for the children they mark, and the children they know, the place where the sidewalk ends. Snowman. 'Twas the first day of the springtime, and the snowman stood alone, as the winter snows were melting, and the pine trees seemed to groan. "Ah, you poor sad smiling snowman, you'll be melting by and by." Said the snowman, "What a pity, for I'd like to see July. Yes, I'd like to see July, and please don't ask me why. But I'd like to, yes, I'd like to. Oh, I'd like to see July." Chirped a robin just arriving. Seasons come and seasons go, and the greatest ice must crumble, and its flowers time to grow. And as one thing is beginning, so another thing must die. And there's never been a snowman who has ever seen July. No, they never see July, no matter how they try. No, they never ever, never ever, never see July. But the snowman sniffed his carrot nose and said, "At least I'll try." And he bravely smiled his frosty smile and blinked his coal-black eyes. And there he stood and faced the sun, a-blazing from the sky. And I really cannot tell you if he ever saw July. Did he ever see July? You can guess as well as I. If he ever saw July. The Crocodile's Toothache. The crocodile went to the dentist and sat down in the chair. And the dentist said, "Now tell me, sir, why does it hurt, and where?" And the crocodile said, "I'll tell you the truth. I have a terrible ache in my tooth." And he opened his jaws so wide, that the dentist, he climbed right inside. And the dentist laughed, "Oh, isn't this fun?" And he pulled his teeth out one by one. And the crocodile cried, "You're hurting me so! Please put down your pliers and let me go!" But the dentist just laughed with a "Ho, ho, ho!" And he said, "I still have 12 to go. Oops, that's the wrong one, I confess. But what's one crocodile's tooth more or less?" Then suddenly the jaws went snap, and the dentist was gone, right off the map. And where he went, one could only guess. To north or south, or east or west. He left no forwarding address. But what's one dentist more or less? Thumbs. Oh, the thumbsucker's thumb may look wrinkled and wet, and withered and white as the snow. But the taste of a thumb is the sweetest taste yet, as only we thumbsuckers know. Wild Boar. If you tell me the wild boar has 20 teeth, I'll say, "Why, sure." Or say that he has 33. That number's quite all right with me. Or scream that he has 99. I'll never say that you are lying. For the number of teeth in a wild boar's mouth is a subject I'm glad I know nothing about. Lester. Lester was given a magic wish by the goblin who lives in the banyan tree. And with his wish, he wished for 2 more wishes. So now instead of just 1 wish, he cleverly had 3. And with each one of these, he simply wished for 3 more wishes, which gave him 3 old wishes plus 9 new. And with each of these 12, he slyly wished for 3 more wishes, which added up to 46. Or is it 52? Well, anyway, he used each wish to wish for wishes till he had 5,007,018,034. And then he spread them on the ground and clapped his hands and danced around and skipped and sang and then sat down and wished for more and more and more. They multiplied. While other people smiled and cried and loved and reached and touched and felt, Lester sat amid his wealth, stacked mountain high like stacks of gold, sat and counted and grew old. And then one Thursday night they found him, dead, with his wishes piled around him. And they counted the lot and found that not a single one was missing. All shiny and new. Here, take a few, and think of Lester as you do. In a world of apples and kisses and shoes, he wasted his wishes on wishing. Sarah, Cynthia, Silvia Stout would not take the garbage out. Sarah, Cynthia, Silvia Stout would not take the garbage out. She'd scour the pots and scrape the pans, candy the yams and spice the hams. And though her daddy would scream and shout, she simply would not take the garbage out. And so it piled up to the ceilings, coffee grounds, potato peelings, brown bananas, rotten peas, chunks of sour cottage cheese. It filled the can, it covered the floor, it cracked the window and blocked the door, with bacon rinds and chicken bones, drippy ends of ice cream cones, prune pits, peach pits, orange peel, globby glumps of cold oatmeal, pizza crusts and withered greens, soggy beans and tangerines, crusts of black burned buttered toast, gristly bits of beefy roasts. The garbage rolled on down the hall. It raised the roof. It broke the wall. Greasy napkins, cookie crumbs, globs of gooey bubble gum, cellophane from green bologna, rubbery, blubbery macaroni, peanut butter, caked and dry, curdled milk and crusts of pie, moldy melons, dried up mustard, eggshells mixed with lemon custard, cold French fries and rancid meat, yellow lumps of cream of wheat. At last the garbage reached so high that it finally touched the sky, and all the neighbors moved away, and none of her friends would come to play. And finally Sarah Cynthia Stout said, "Okay, I'll take the garbage out." But then, of course, it was too late. The garbage reached across the state, from New York to the Golden Gate. And there, in the garbage she did hate, poor Sarah met an awful fate that I cannot right now relate, because the hour is much too late. But children, remember Sarah Stout, and always take the garbage out. Drats. Can anyone lend me 2 80-pound rats? I want to rid my house of cats. Hat. Teddy said it was a hat, so I put it on my head. Now Dad is saying, "Where the heck's the toilet plunger gone?" My rules. If you want to marry me, here's what you'll have to do. You must learn how to make a perfect chicken dumpling stew, and you must sew my holy socks and soothe my troubled mind, and develop the knack for scratching my back and keep my shoes spotlessly shined. And while I rest, you must rake up the leaves, and when it's hailing and snowing, you must shovel the walk and be still when I talk. And, well, hey, where are you going? Oh, have you heard? Oh, have you heard it's time for vaccinations? I think someone put salt into your tea. They're giving us 11-month vacations, and Florida has sunk into the sea. Oh, have you heard the president has measles? The principal has just burned down the school. Your hair is full of ants and purple weasels. April Fools. And that's the end of the poems today. Which one was your favorite? Why did you like that one best? Make sure you like and subscribe so you're here for whatever we read next. See you soon.